Ladies and gentlemen, day 3 and the final day of Cleveland Brown mandatory minicamp is officially here, and we have a lot to talk about. News, notes, highlights, observations from Travis Hunter to Dillon Gabriel to Joe Flacco to Kenny Pickett to everything, right? Now, before we dive into this video, I do want to give a major shout out to all of the Cleveland Brown reporters out there who work so hard each and every single day to get these video highlights out for us, kind of enabling us to get these videos up for you. So make sure you do me a favor, go follow them on Twitter, X. It doesn't cost anything, and it'll help you guys. You'll be updated with all the news and notes and highlights from every single practice right when they happen. So go do that. Also, I will be dropping a part 2 to this video breaking down Shedeur Sanders and other quarterbacks during 11-on-11 and 7-on-7 portions of practice. So make sure you guys comment down below part 2, hit the like button, subscribe, and get ready for the next one. But let's just talk about the early portions of practice today. Here's a ball from Dillon Gabriel over to Diontae Johnson. Now, one thing to note if you're a Browns fan, Diontae Johnson is one of the best route runners in the NFL. He's a little bit of a headache at times, but when this man is on the football field and is in the right mindset, dude, he is such a reliable weapon for any offense in the NFL. And here's a throw from Dillon Gabriel to him. He is slowly moving up the not even slowly, quickly moving up the depth chart from, I believe, the 11th guy in the rotation to number 4 right now. And Shedeur Tillman was back at practice today, so that was a really good sign. But again, keep Diontae Johnson in mind because he'll most likely be a major point of this offense. You also have Shedeur Tillman back today. This was huge. Probably the wide receiver 2 alongside Jerry Jeudy. And then obviously Diontae Johnson, the slot. I'm excited for this wide receiver core going into the year. They seem healthy, and they seem a lot more reliable than they were in the past. So again, very excited. These quarterbacks should have a ton of weapons to throw to this season. Here's some more Shedeur Sanders working with running backs. Obviously, Dillon Gabriel getting some reps in too on the rookie side of the field. Just trying to build chemistry, trying to get these handoffs down. Now, what I like about this is you see Shedeur Sanders working with Dylan Sampson. He's a guy that's projected to get a lot of team and a lot of reps with that first team. And then Dillon Gabriel getting some work here with another running back on the, latter end of the depth chart. I believe 39. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe 39 is Amani Marshall. So again, just trying to build chemistry. You also see him working with Troy Hairston, a fullback. So some good chemistry building reps right there for the young rookie quarterbacks. All right, here's some more routes from some wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy, as well as some other guys. 81, Michael Woods back at practice for the first time. We're finally starting to see these guys healthy, man. Jerry Jeudy, Shedeur Tillman, Jamari Thrash, Diontae Johnson, Michael Woods. I don't know if David Bell was out there today, but again, you love seeing these guys healthy, getting activated. Here's David Njoku, a guy that's probably going to play a ton of positions for them. He might even spread out wide as a wide receiver at times. You obviously have Harold Fannin, who's been good. You have 16 there, who I believe 16 is Diontae Johnson. So yeah, I don't know why I mixed that up for a second. Then Shedeur Tillman. So again, let's go. Love these guys getting healthy, getting activated here at camp. Let's go. All right, here's a little bit more film from the quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett getting some reps here, an individual drill. Now, like I said before, we will be breaking down some more of this film during the next portion of practice, which should be some 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s. I do know that Shedeur Sanders didn't get any early work with the team. It was a lot of Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and then Dillon Gabriel did get some third-team reps. So Shedeur did get left out of some of the team period. And another thing I do know as well is Shedeur hasn't taken any first-team reps. So he hasn't really gotten to throw to Jerry Jeudy, Shedeur Tillman, or any of those guys in the starting lineup as of yet. Again, that is subject to change potentially down the line. But one thing that we do know for sure is he's played very, very well with the third strings, with the second strings at times as well. But we really need to see him with that first team, going up against that first team defense to see just how good of a player he is. And right now, they just aren't really giving him any of that playing time. Now, before we get any further into this video, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you want more of these videos and updates throughout the entirety of the season. If you want that part 2 to come out, we'll actually break down some of the film from 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s. All you got to do is comment down below part 2. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, guys. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And like I said before, we'll be covering Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, this quarterback battle throughout the entirety of this year's offseason, whether it be minicamp, training camp, preseason, breaking down the film. We got you guys covered. So make sure you guys join the family. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back. Oh, one more thing. Again, make sure you follow Fred Greetham and all these guys and girls who cover this Cleveland Browns team, man. It's so important that you guys can see all this footage for yourselves. Right, you don't need me at all. You really don't. They post so much, and they do such a great job, so make sure you guys go follow them as well. Now, like I said before, it was pretty evident that David Njoku was with the wide receivers a ton today. Now, we could probably make our judgment that with Harold Fannin Jr. coming in as a third-round pick, they have a lot of potential to really spread out this football field. Okay, they can go 5 wide, and they can really put a ton of pressure on a lot of DBs, right? You talk about these guys right here: Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, David Njoku, and Deontay Johnson. Man, and then plus Jerome Ford, Quinshon Judkins, or Dylan Sampson. Dude, you're looking at a really versatile, dynamic type of offense here. I do think David Njoku is going to spread out wide. Even if you wanted to run 12 personnel, right? Dude, you could be extremely hard to stop, right? Just imagine a lineup out there with Tillman, Jeudy, right? And let's just say Deontay Johnson, and then you have David Njoku and Harold Fannin. Dude, how are you going to stop that as a defense? Going to be really tough. So, again, they're definitely prioritizing getting these guys out in wide receiver sets. And again, some more wide receivers running routes during today's practice. Now, we didn't have too much to cover in the early portions. It felt like they quickly got into practice and got into those 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s during today. And again, probably within the next 30 minutes, hour or so, we're going to be breaking down some of that film as well. We're going to be going through the plays, looking at how each quarterback is doing. As much as they show us. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think about this video. How do you feel about the Cleveland Browns team right now, the way they're stacked up? I think the offensive line looks pretty damn good. DeJuan Jones getting those starting reps at left tackle. You got Wyatt Teller, Jack Conk on the right side. They've added Tevin Jenkins and Jackson Barton and Cornelius Lucas as well to this offensive line, really trying to shore up the depth and make sure that they're ready for a big year, right? You add Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson to the running back room. They should be more explosive. Wide receiver room looks better. And then defensively, you add Mason Graham and Carson Schlesinger, who are both going to be day one starters on this defense. I'm excited about this team. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It looks like Deontay Johnson might have dropped the ball here. One thing about Deontay Johnson, I will say, the only thing about him, actually there's two things, right? The head case at times, or last year, but also he does have drop issues at times as well. But when the football is in his hands, good luck, right? All right, with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.